Talk Nerdy to Me podcast.
But the sign. The sign.
I can't believe I can't believe the sign didn't fix this. Okay, here we go. Sign is up. There we go. We're recording. I've got the red symbol. King, why don't you welcome everybody to the show?
Welcome to Talk Nerdy to Me. This is for everything nerdy. We're gonna do some trivia, some trailer watching, and maybe a little top 10.
I dig it.
The strongest Star Wars characters. I'm here with my boy DeMarco.
What's going on, guys?
And Pip the Tone.
Yo.
And we're going to do everything nerdy. Come join us and have fun.
Right on. All right, let's do it. So first thing we're going to do this week, we are going to do a little bit of top 10 video game trivia. Now, some of this stuff I came up with myself, and some of this stuff I looked up online, and I thought some of it was really cool. So this is specifically, of course, for you two, and I figured we would have some fun with it. Last week, King hosted Pip and myself with the X-Men trivia. If you haven't seen that, I think that's on episode 1 right now that we have up. Is that correct, King?
I believe so. Yeah.
I feel like you would know. Okay.
Top 10 strongest characters.
X-Men, right?
X-Men only, not Marvel, just X-Men.
Right. And I think me and Pip did pretty good on that, right? We did okay.
Yeah. I mean, mostly Pip.
I think mostly Pip. Well, that's mostly
absolutely
Pip. Mostly
Pip. Honestly, I also think as a person who really loves comic books, I think he would kill me too in this. So I'm waiting to demise right now.
You mean he's going to kill you in the video game trivia?
No, yeah. It's video game?
It's video game trivia.
Oh, okay. All right. I thought it was like comic book.
No.
I think even though I have a vast knowledge of it, I think he'd still beat the shit out of me.
Pip's he's got a big brain. Let's put it that way.
He's like my go-to for everything nerdy. So I mean,
same deal. So Pipitone, you're the resident big brain here. That's fair to say. Yeah,
y'all making me blush.
Well, it's true. All right, here we go. Okay, so I already asked Pipitone this question, so I highly doubt he's been Googling this the entire times, but he did not know it. King, let's see. This is a big one that came out in I want to say 1994. So anyway, the question is, the game was released called Double Dragon 3. It was hailed as probably not the best in the series. I think Double Dragon 2 gets the best in the series. The question is, there are two main characters. One of them is named Billy. The other one is named Jimmy. Now, the deal is when they put this game out on the NES, they had a major screw up with one of their names. Which character is it, and what was the screw up? Now, again, Pipitone didn't know this one.
I do not know this.
All right, fair enough. So, go ahead.
Let me have a guess.
No, please, go ahead. I'd love a guess.
Pip, did you guess anything?
I did not guess, but I have a guess.
Well, come on, you got to guess. Let's do this.
What's your guess?
My guess is they swapped the M's for Z's. So instead of Jimmy, it's Jizzy.
So
that's a good one.
So I want you to know that is a wonderful guess and very close.
Nice.
Go ahead.
I was going to say that it was Jimmy and they switched the B to an S and his name was Silly.
Silly.
Mine doesn't sound as cool.
Silly Goose.
Silly Goose. All right, so what happened if you go and look at the NES game, if you were to play this and bring it up right now, the name comes up as Bimmy, and Jimmy. B-I-M-M. I think it's actually B-I-M-M-I-E and Jimmy. G-A-I-M-M-I-E-S. Go ahead, Pip. Go ahead. Type in Bimmy and Jimmy, I think it is. Double check it for me. It's something along those lines. And I think 1991 was the release for Double Dragon 3. I could be wrong.
A year has passed since Bimmy and Jimmy defeated the Shadow Warriors.
Nice.
Yes. So that was a big screw up that happened years ago, and it's been memed to death, and it's just part of the Double Dragon lore.
The fact that I've never heard it shows how big Double Dragon 3 was.
Oh, it was huge. And actually, what's messed up is Double Dragon 3 in the arcade was a completely different game versus Double Dragon 3 on Nintendo. It was similar levels, but it was a completely different game, and it was made by a different studio. How do you like that? All right, boys.
Could be worse. Could be the movie.
I do remember the Double Dragon movie. It was pretty terrible. That was pretty awful.
The only thing that was in it was Alyssa Milano was in it.
Oh, I don't remember. I actually don't remember who was in it. I have it in my head. I can see it now in my head.
Yeah,
but
she was the only thing that like was good in the movie.
Okay. I don't remember the actual movie either. I just remember them wearing like blue and red, and I just remember it being terrible. I mean, of course.
Am I right, Pip?
Yeah, I don't remember this movie at all.
Really? I saw it in the theaters with my cousin.
Alyssa Milano is there.
Yeah, I saw it in the theaters as well, and I saw it a few times off just because I was like, "Oh, cool, a video game movie." Just like back in the day when the Mario Brothers movie came out,
and Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, and Mortal Kombat.
All
We thought
that
all
good
those
stuff
were really great and cool, and then we look at it now, we're like, eh.
For their time, though, being a little kid for the time, it was amazing to see your video game characters on the big screen. We didn't even care how bad it was. We just liked seeing it.
No, it was hot garbage then.
It was hot garbage, but I loved the fact that it was just video games were becoming like a movie thing. Of course, it was terrible.
The movie pissed me off then.
That's fair, because it literally had like nothing to do with the game. It was just like random things thrown together.
The coolest thing in there was Yoshi, and he shows no resemblance to Yoshi from the game.
He's like a little dinosaur.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
I was like,
but that was it.
I was like, are these large, like lizard guys with overcoats? Are they supposed to be the Goombas?
They absolutely were.
The Goombas.
I was like, what is going on?
They were the Goombas in the best way, because honestly, that was pretty hilarious. And remember, they made him do that rocking motion. Mm-hmm. Something happens where they put him to sleep with the rocking motion, I think.
Yes.
Hey,
yes.
John Leguizamo, best Luigi.
John Leguizamo, yeah. High quality. All right, you guys ready for number 2?
Let's go.
All right, let's do this. King, this is actually, well, maybe aimed a little bit more towards you. This is also has a little bit of music in it, so let's see. Let's see how you do. All right, what was the title of the 1994 arcade shooter where you go and you save the band Aerosmith?
Shooter.
Now this same company, I believe, also made the Terminator 2 shooter. So you could find the cabinets usually in the same arcades, but there was a game where you actually threw CDs, if I remember correctly, as your weapon. It might have even been a special, but you shoot CDs, and you had to, at the end, the band Aerosmith is like, "You gotta save us, man." What's the game?
Again, don't know. But I'll guess.
Some of these are hard.
Something shitty, like Rock and Roll Highway or something.
It's definitely, King, just so you know, it's something shitty. Just so you know.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a 90s title.
Almost everything Aerosmith is.
Well, I'm not going to argue with that. But it's a shitty title.
I'm going to guess Deuces Are Wild.
Ooh, I like that. That's probably actually a better title than what I'm going to tell you.
I can picture the arcade machine.
Yes.
Right?
Uh-huh.
Like I can see Steven Tyler there.
Yes.
Just put by.
The only thing I could think of that shoots CDs is, do you remember I Come in Peace, the old 80s like horror movie?
Oh my god.
Where he's an alien and he comes down and smashes into a car and he comes up and he has the CD deck.
Dude, you just took me back. I have not seen that in years.
He's like shooting the fucking CDs at people.
Yes,
my god, man.
That's all I can remember.
That
and at the end, he's like,
took me back.
Go in pieces.
Yeah, you go in pieces.
What a movie that was. Holy cow, man. Wow. Yep. All right, King, do you have a guess?
That's why I said it's like Rock and Roll Highway or something.
So it was called Revolution X.
Nice.
And it was I think it might have only been arcade. They took the T2 and they brought that to home console, but I'm pretty sure this game I think was an arcade only, and it was like one of those shooters. I've ever seen it. Yeah, go ahead, King. If you bring it up real quick. Revolution X, 1994 Aerosmith. See if you share that screen with us so we can show everybody what we're actually talking about. And the game itself is called Revolution X. And I'm pretty sure that CDs was your actual ammo.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
And I'm pretty sure Aerosmith is on the side of the cabinet.
Yeah, I'm looking at the cabinet.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they are.
That's why I almost threw up in my mouth. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, take your time. I'm actually...
So, here we go.
Okay. There it is! There it is, boys and girls! Revolution X.
Of course, there's like trapped hot chicks, but they're the same people in the entire game.
That's the game right there. I'm pretty sure you shot CDs. For some reason, I distinctly remember that. That's the game.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly. Wow, exactly.
Even Tyler has all of them.
That screenshot to the right, King, reminds me of Duke Nukem directly for some reason.
Yes.
Yes, I see that screen and I remember Duke Nukem with their tasseled titties and oh man. All right, gentlemen, you ready? Question.
Right, well, that was fun.
Yeah, it's a fun one. I tried to come up with the best ones I could. All right, what year? And it's going to kind of be first to guess this. This isn't a hard one. So if you think you've got it first, raise your hand and I will watch to see you raise your hand in the pictures. You ready? What year was the SNES released? Pip?
94?
Incorrect. King, for the steal. I was a little surprised at this answer, by the way, too. Because I thought it was closer to your answer, Pip.
I'm going to say 90.
Ooh! 91.
Yeah, I knew it was closer to that because I remember the age of when I played it at a friend's house.
I would have said 93, 94. But you're absolutely right, King. It was earlier. It was earlier 90s, 1991.
We were too poor. I always got them like 4 years late.
Yeah, my family was pretty poor too, so we always either had to go to a friend's house to play.
Yeah, I have to think about when I played it at a friend's house that had much more money than that.
All right, 1991. All right, we're gonna go to number 4. Now this is a weird question, so you guys are gonna have a multi choice kinda. I want you to answer. If you can get 2, there's 5 official answers, and this is a fun question. If you can get 2, I'm going to say you got it correct. Are you ready for this? Nintendo, which began their business at around, I think, 1889, officially went through, it's fair to say, 5 or 6 businesses, okay, over the years. They switched in what they did. Can you guys name 2?
They started a trading card company.
Okay, that's 1. You know what? Let's go for 3 because that's like the opener. Let's go for 3. Can you pick?
Talking about businesses?
Correct. So they changed what Nintendo has started making video games specifically in the 80s, okay? But they did all of these other things. In other words, if you were, hey, I'm going to go with Nintendo in the 60s, you were doing this completely separate business. Give me cards is what they officially started as.
Before video games?
Correct. After trading cards, before video games.
Gotcha.
Give me, if you can, 2 more, because they are hilarious. And yes, Pepitone trading cards is 1.
Was it like TVs?
No. There's a total of 6.
Toy trains?
What was it?
Toy trains?
No. Nope.
The only one I really knew was trading cards.
That's the one everybody
so-
knows. That's the one everybody knows.
I'm like, what would they be into?
Right.
Phones?
Incorrect. I'm just going to give you guys a clue. It has nothing to do with cards or games at all. All these other things that they did.
Double-sided dildos.
I want to tell you that you're almost close. And I'm not kidding.
Cookware?
What is it?
Cookware?
Okay, not cookware, but again, you're in the right realm. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. And I'll give you guys another minute or so if you want to take a couple more guesses, but then I'll give it up.
Like appliances?
Okay, you're in the realm. What appliances there, King? It was a very specific thing.
What is there, an NES and mini fridge somewhere?
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
That would have been great.
We'd say microwave,
No.
but I don't remember. Is there like a Nintendo stove?
No. But there are these Nintendo other things, not stoves, though. Super random and strange. When I tell you, you're going to be like, are you serious?
Coffee maker.
No. Pip, one more guess?
I'm thinking, I kept going through and I'm like, they don't eat waffles. They don't eat. They don't eat toast. Like, what the fuck else?
Stereo.
What is it, Pip?
Stereos.
Stereos? Incorrect. All right, so you're ready for this?
Computers?
No. So most of Nintendo, until we know them as video games, had not much to do with electronics at all. Okay, so they started, like Pip said, with the card games. I think that's like a common knowledge thing. You ready for this? They then went into Japanese love hotels.
Nice.
Nintendo.
Oh me, oh my. Oh. So apparently, one of the creators of Nintendo, he had some issue where I didn't read the whole thing, but where his wife was either cheating or he was cheating, and he used these love hotels and they were exploding in Japan. So he decided to change what Nintendo did into the love hotels. This apparently did not work out after they found out that the Yakuza ends up controlling most of them, and they were robbed several times, and it was a bad business, and so they stopped.
Oh my.
Oh my. So it was love hotels, okay? They did taxi cabs. Nintendo taxi cabs was a business, okay? This is all true. Nintendo vacuum cleaners.
Okay.
Okay. And the last one is Nintendo instant ramen and instant rice.
You know, I was going to say something about ramen.
Yeah, man.
Fuck.
How do you like that? Instant ramen and instant rice. Okay, so there you go. There's a little Nintendo history for everybody out there.
Ramen tastes terrible.
Those are all real. So here we go. Got another question for you guys. You ready?
Okay. Yep.
This one shouldn't be too hard. Hopefully somebody gets it. I don't know if I would get it. Maybe. All right, ready? What was the first home video game that allowed the player to save their progress? And the only hint I will give is, oh no, I could be wrong about the hint I'm about to give. Hold on, I'm gonna double check something. Go ahead, you guys think about it. Okay, so this actually was, I wasn't sure if it was 80s or 90s. This was 80s, and it was mid 80s.
Well, I mean, we're not against each other, right, Pip? So we could talk it out.
Yes, absolutely, talk it out.
Okay, so
I like that idea.
I know Nintendo doesn't, so it'd have to be after Nintendo, because you couldn't save during Nintendo. Not in game.
Yeah, but like you've got the original Final Fantasy. Like I'm like 99% sure you could save games in that. Yeah.
In Nintendo, like NES.
NES, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because all it requires is like that tiny little battery on the cartridge itself to have that capability. And
I don't really remember that.
Pip
Not
is,
at all.
Pip is correct,
Like,
by the way.
You know what? I'll tell you what. Never mind, because Zelda, you had your saves. So
You got it.
Um,
You did it, King. You got it.
I did what?
Legend of Zelda is the first game
nice.
that
Whoa.
you can save. You nailed it. You got it, buddy. You said Zelda. You got it. You nailed it.
Because I was like,
Good job,
I
man.
used to play Zelda all the time, and I used
To save, right? That is the first home console video game where you could save your state. How do you like that?
Word.
All right, number 6. What?
Wait,
Go ahead.
Before
Yeah, go ahead.
So I don't lose it. Have you guys seen the virtual reality Zelda?
Yes, and oh my God, Zelda
You
1.
actually go into Zelda 1 and you like shoot your sword like they do, like, and you're going through the actual game.
Dude, that looks
of
so
Zelda.
cool.
You're going into the.
Did you
Maybe
see
I
how
can
you can play it? Is it something like anybody can buy, or is it like a mod?
I don't know. I'm gonna look up on GameCube.
I saw the video and it looked amazing. It's basically first person Zelda, Legend of Zelda, and you control your sword, you control your bow and arrow, and it looks like 2D brought into 3D. And like, oh my God, it looked amazing. Actually, when I saw it, I had to remind myself, like, oh dude, I want to play that.
We can continue. I'm gonna just look it up.
Okay, well, how about this? I'll ask the question, and if you bring that up, I want to put that in the stream so we can see that, because I think that's really neat. All right, you ready for this question, boys? Question number 6. What Mortal Kombat character gets his own video game in the 90s? And hold on. What Mortal Kombat character gets his own video game in the 90s? And what is the full title?
Was that Johnny Cage?
Incorrect.
It was Sub-Zero,
Part 1 correct.
but it was called. Jesus.
So they were going to make a whole line of these with every character.
Yeah, I remember because I actually played that. I
played
the
it too.
Sub-Zero game.
Mm-hmm. Well,
I
what
can't
was the
remember.
name? Because the name was interesting. And again, there were going to be a whole series of these with every character if this first one worked out. It, of course, did not work out. The 2D jumping was...
It was a 2D side scroller.
It was a side scroller. It was in the vein of Mortal Kombat 2. Only you could
not
keep...
really what you wanted.
No, it was bad. It was bad. But it had a very distinct
No
name.
memory of this.
Really? It was
no.
interesting. It was for us poors, Pip.
I don't
All right. It was called Mortal Kombat Mythologies Sub-Zero. So that was the full title. Mythologies was going to
I
be
wanted to keep saying sub something, but I was like, it can't be just called Sub-Zero.
Sub-Zero.
Yeah, if it was like Sub-Zero.
Sub-Zero, Sub-Chapter, Sub-3.
Right.
Colon - Sub-Zero.
Yes, pretty much. This actually, if you look up, I think the way it looks, it's kind of like that. Mortal Kombat Mythologies Sub-Zero. So I'm pretty sure it's actually jumbled like that, if I remember.
But it was exactly basically.
And I think it was only out on the Genesis. I don't know.
I'm gonna put it up here for you.
Yeah, put it up. Let's take a look.
PlayStation.
It what?
Yeah, it was for the PlayStation.
Oh, okay. Yes, maybe it was PlayStation. I'm thinking of.
It was basically like Metal Gear, but what the fuck? Mortal Kombat, but it just kept going.
Right.
Like,
so your 2D just kept running.
You will fail.
Well, that looks really shitty for PlayStation era.
I don't know why I thought this was on the Genesis. This was definitely on the later systems, and it was terrible. So Pip, all you did is move to the right and jump. And when you came across other characters, you would fight them semi-Mortal Kombat style, and that's it. You would just keep going.
And it had like a little cutaway video sometimes.
Yeah.
And then somebody would come out, and then all of a sudden you're fighting that.
And you're fighting that character. That's correct. That's right.
But this game looks like garbage.
Oh, it was terrible. It got terrible scores. They were trying to do something different. And again, if this one were to succeed, they had plans on making more. So, of course, this one wasn't great. But this is the game.
Yep. All right.
All right. You ready? We're going to go for, here we go, number 7. This might be a little tricky. So, of course, as you guys know, in Mario, Princess Peach was not the first princess to be saved. So, in the game Donkey Kong, what is the name of the girl Mario is trying to save?
Pauline.
Boom! Nailed it, Pip. Very good. Pauline was her name. Question number 8. What console did the company NEC Home Electronics, that's the name of the company, what console did they release in 1994? One of my favorite consoles, by the way, and I actually ended up breaking one by accident.
94?
94. And the company was called NEC Home Electronics.
Is that the TurboGrafx?
Nailed it. Pipitone nailed it. That's another one for Pippy. That TurboGrafx 16.
I couldn't remember if it was TurboGrafx or Neo Geo, and I kept thinking
There's 3DO too.
Yeah, 3DO.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them.
I kept thinking of those two, Jaguar, but
Jaguar too. Yep. Very good. All right, number 9. What was the name? Oh, this one's fun. What was the name of the pinball game that came with every Windows 95 and 98 system in the 90s?
Ooh.
The pinball game itself. What was the name of the game? You had your Solitaire, you had your Minesweeper, and you also had your...
Deaf, Dumb, and Blind.
Close.
It was space themed.
Ooh, okay. It was space themed, was it? What was the name? Yes, it was space themed.
Spaceball.
Was space what?
Spaceball.
Spaceballs! Go ahead, you guys are on the right track with space. Space what?
I don't remember. It was
5 seconds.
I remember playing it.
Everybody played it. If you were our age, everybody played this.
When I was working at one of my first clerical jobs, it was before they knew to disable certain programs. So I wasted so much time on
Hours.
the clock
Yeah.
playing the stupid pinball game.
That sounds right. Yes. It was called
Minesweeper.
It was called Space Cadet.
Nice.
Space Cadet was the name. That was the name of the game that you could play for free, and everybody wasted lots of time on it. I remember that. All right, boys, last question. This will be easier if you owned a Dreamcast. I don't know who did out of both of you. Pip, did you own a Dreamcast? It's probably one of my favorite systems. King, you own a Dreamcast?
Yep.
All right. Last question is about the Dreamcast. Are you ready? What was the name of the Dreamcast memory card? And what were the what is the acronym?
Wasn't it like VUD or something like that?
Okay. What give me the name. VUD is incorrect. You could make your little KOs from Sonic in this, and there were like little Neo Geo, not Neo Geo. What's the stupid Tamagotchis advanced? What was that called? I used to love that thing.
I remember playing Skies of Arcadia, and like you'd have like little clouds going on your little thing.
Mm-hmm. That's it. Mm. That's the thing. What was it called? And the reason it's stuck in my head forever, because if you play Sonic Adventure, Sonic actually says this out loud in game for you to use it. So for me, it's stuck in my head forever, what it is.
Was it like 3 letters, like NOD or something?
So it's 3 letters is the acronym, and it's definitely 3 words is the name of the save card.
Like VSU or...
Oh, you got 2 of the 3.
I was like video save unit or something, or
you got 1 word out of there. Come on.
Yeah, it's been so long since I played a Dreamcast.
I'm just going with IUD because you just ram that thing up in there.
Take it out when you're ready.
Yep.
All right, you ready?
They save you, man. They save you.
They absolutely do. I just want to put that on record. They absolutely do. The name of the Dreamcast memory unit was called a VMU, aka a visual memory unit. I remember Sonic and Sonic Adventure, he would go, you gotta save on the VMU, and you can save your chaos little shits on the VMU, and he would talk about it. That's why I knew it, but other than that, I figured that was it. There you go, guys. There's my 10 trivia questions. I think you guys did great, and I had a lot of fun doing that with you guys, so much appreciated. That was my wonderful segment. Yay, great job, guys. I'm proud. Great job.
All right, I got the Zelda VR for you.
Yeah, let's see it. Oh, it was so cool. Let me see it. Oh, I gotta figure out how to play this thing. Can't be that hard.
You guys see it? Okay.
Yes, good to go.
It definitely is a mod.
The Legend is Doom.
The Legend of Doom.
Okay. I wonder how.
Now the Legend of Zelda with Doom. Look. I'm in a NES game.
So what they basically did was took Legend of Zelda and made it
It's the old
Doom.
boy. How are you doing?
Oh, so maybe it's a Doom mod.
I've always wanted to
It could
in
be.
space.
That would make
Can't
sense.
imagine.
Yes.
What'd you say?
Hell yeah.
I can't imagine Nintendo's cool with this. Like,
Oh
this
my
is not
God.
staying up.
No, there's no way they are.
Wow. So if you don't
How
know,
cool is that, though?
you might be too
That's
young to
neat.
know. On the NES.
This has been around for a while, Pip, and
you get this, like,
and a
magical
lot of people are
thing.
playing it.
I saw this maybe a month ago, and I was like, "Oh my god, that looks amazing!"
How do I block? I think it's right grip. Let's try it.
Like I would kill to play this. It just looks like so much fun.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
No, Pip's a Zelda guy,
Crazy.
so
It's
I
a
was like,
first-person
this is pretty fucking
As
cool.
long as you got the hearts back out.
I mean, peep the shirt, you know?
Yeah, I know for sure.
Oh, this is fantastic. This is absolutely fantastic. There's the cave! Nice. That's what we're going to get to. I think it's the first cave in the game as well. So I reached out to the Dr. Beef team, Baggy G, and he basically got it working. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave the
I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit.
Yeah, skip ahead a bit. Go into the dungeon.
Spikes. Oh, it's Skull Guy.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Please, someone give me a heart.
I'm gonna eventually have to look up how to play it because it really does look cool.
Man, I would love to get into, like, you know, Oculus or whatever VR
Stay away from it.
system this is. I just can't justify price. I can't do it.
You can buy them now. You can buy them
I don't know how to
like
do that.
second hand, a lot cheaper.
It's the only thing. I can't.
Griffin gave me one for Christmas one year. So,
Yeah.
There's three of them. It's three.
Oh, did you see what happened when he went to the King? Can you go back a little bit when he paused it?
Okay, it's time.
It went to the Doom guy screen.
This stuff.
He like pauses it. Yeah, watch.
Thing. I can't
See Doom guy at the bottom with Link's hat.
go.
That was cool.
And now, a word from our sponsor.
Do your feet hurt from everyday life? Maybe work, going hiking, or hitting the track. Will insoles help your feet? I know you're asking to yourself, who is this guy with the amazing voice? It's me, the fastest man in the universe. The Flash. When my feet hurt, I use my very own insoles. These comforting insoles get me back to saving the world and will get you back to running in a flash. They have a stride cushion for day-to-day walking or going 2,535 miles per hour like me. They will only cost you $29.99 with free shipping. But right now we are having a flash sale. Buy one and get the second pair free. Try these insole and run like the Flash.
With or without these insoles, you will never run as fast as the Flash.
Oh, so we're back from the break from our video game questions. The boys did pretty good. And actually, now we're going to watch Season 4 trailer of The Boys. And we're about to check that out now.
here we go.
I don't think any of us have seen it, so it's going to be fun.
Nope.
Let's do it.
I haven't seen it.
I look back at my life, and all I see are messes on money. And I ain't got time to fix it. I can do one thing right with the time I got left. I can't do it alone.
This country is corrupt beyond repair. We gotta save it. It's not gonna be easy. We'll have to do some terrible things for the greater good. You'll no longer be beloved celebrities. You will be wrathful gods. Show me a little wrath.
That doesn't sound good, Ashley. Oh, yeah, no shit, Ashley. Sorry, Ashley.
The whole world is about to burn. We need someone like you, Billy, before the soups start rounding us up and dumping us off in camps.
I have found the answer to all our prayers. A virus that kills soups.
This is insane and desperate, even for you.
Well, insanely desperate's where we are, don't you think, love?
Let's go. Chop chop, motherfuckers.
This is a biblical war of good versus evil. And I'm declaring hunting season on Star Ladders.
I can't believe this is fucking happening to me again.
Look, we've all done bad shit. What's insane is that our solution to every problem is murder. Violence isn't brave.
Violence is power.
That's the spirit, champ.
Who wants a creamy, delicious milkshake?
If we're ever gonna win against monsters, we need to start acting human.
You're all fucking welcome.
Oh, I can't wait.
That looks great.
Oh, I
That's
think
crazy.
that's going to be wonderful, man. I'm so excited.
You saw the sprint off, right? Gen Z, Gen
Yes,
V, or something?
loved it.
How was it?
I thought they did a great job.
Good.
Mhm.
I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it.
Oh, dude, definitely check it out. It's really good.
I'll have to check it out.
It's like kids at a school, and it's in the same vein as The Boys. So it has all the violence, it has all the sex and the craziness, and but it's just like a different cast. And apparently, that cast is going to be mixed in with the season 4, with The Boys regular. You know what though, Pip? Did you saw Gen V, right?
Yeah.
Did you? I don't know. Did you not notice anybody in that trailer right there?
I didn't see anyone in there now.
No, neither did I. That's weird. I read specifically that there were going to be a lot, like, you know, maybe not a lot, but a good amount. I thought that they would be in this season, so I didn't see any of them. Anyway, King, absolutely,
So
you should see it.
It's like So I guess it was better than what was that? The New Marvels or New Mutants or so? What did
New Mutants was
Marvel
pretty
put out?
crap.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Okay.
New Mutants was pretty crap. But this Gen V was, I mean, I thought it was excellent. It's just like watching The Boys, just with a different cast. That's the best way I can describe it. Watching The Boys, different cast. Yeah, their powers are
Check it
neat.
out. All right, guys. So now we're switching to Star Wars.
Oh, yes, let's do it. Let's do it.
And this is by CBR.com. And it's top 10 Star Wars characters. Most powerful. Star Wars most powerful character.
Star Wars most powerful
And
can
I
be
wanna tell
Jedi,
you-
can be anything.
I tell you, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people I know. The
Out
rest
of
I
out
do.
of 10.
Out of 10.
Okay.
So I know you guys know more about Star Wars. Obviously, Pip knows more than both of us.
Pip knows far more than I do, but I love Star Wars, so I mean, I'm just not as knowledgeable. That's all.
Here we go.
Let's rock and roll, bro. Let's do it.
So go ahead and we'll just go back and forth. We'll start with Pip because he's actually, let's start with DeMarco because maybe he can get some easier ones.
Well, do you want to do just like we did? Just do like we did the video games. Because to bring it up for me and Pip, and let's me and him talk it out.
We'll just go back and forth. So yeah.
So
when you want.
how is this list laid out?
Yeah,
Like,
I need some info.
so you've got like all right. So
It's Jedi and what the hell's the other side called?
Sith.
Sith, and they're both on here.
Right.
Is
So
it-
like you've got Anakin Skywalker before he was turned into Darth Vader, who is like I would say like the most powerful out there.
I'll say they're both not on here. Only
So
one.
it's like just Darth Vader / Anakin Skywalker.
Correct.
Gotcha.
Darth
Okay.
Vader is number 3.
Okay, so
Okay.
I'd say Luke got to be number 1.
Who?
Luke. I think he's got to be number 1.
He is not.
Ooh.
Number 2.
I'm gonna say Darth Plagueis.
No, not on here.
Go ahead, Pip.
So Yoda, he's got to be on the
Yoda.
list.
Number 5.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Obi-Wan.
Not on here.
Jeez. Okay.
All right. Let's see how much of like a deep cut this will go for. Joras Chaboth.
Not on here. And listen, if you guys tell me later, maybe this is like these are names for, you know what I mean? Like this might be a nickname for the same guy that you already said. That might be the case, but I don't think so. But no, that's not on here.
Right, because they do have like their Sith names
What's
versus
the
their
last
actual
name?
names.
What did you say?
Both. It's like C hyphen or C apostrophe BOATH. He's
Not on here.
the one of the bad guys from the Thrawn trilogy that Timothy Zahn wrote.
Not on here. No. One is surprising. I'll tell you. One is surprising to me.
Okay.
And so far, you've got 3 of the 5 that I know.
So those are the main ones that I know. So I'm just trying to think. Who was? What about Qui-Gon?
No.
Palpatine's got to be on there.
No.
The Emperor is not on there.
Does he have another name?
Darth Sidious.
Sidious.
There you go.
Yeah.
Number 4. See, I don't know that.
I see. Yeah. That's why I said they're gonna have their Sith names and they're gonna have their real names, and that's where it might be a little different.
Yeah. I do have the Sith names. I know that I do have Sith names. There's
Okay, you already said Yoda. We said Luke. We said Vader. We said Obi-Wan. Jeez, man, I'm not going to be able to guess who's going to be like the strongest, most powerful.
You're not gonna like this, but Rey.
That's the one I would never guess. Number 9.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Which means Kylo's got.
Which means Kylo's got to be on there somewhere, right?
Kylo Ren?
Yeah. See, that's sad. That's sad.
Does he have a dark name? No.
Ben Solo.
Ben Solo. What's his Kylo Ren? Because he doesn't have like a Darth anything. It's just Kylo Ren, right?
He's not technically a Sith, so
right.
Okay, he's not on here.
Okay,
yeah, that's bold.
That's sad. See, that's just sad. That's almost upsetting, to be honest. You're gonna put fucking Rey on the list. Whatever. I'm not even gonna get into that. Okay. You said he was 9, King?
He was 9, yes.
9. How many did we get so far? 5?
Pip has gotten 5. Yeah.
Yes. Great job, Pip. Let's see. Let me
To tell you the truth, the rest of the people, you've got the 5 that I knew.
You don't know who number 1 is?
I have no idea who that is.
Oh.
I have no idea who any of these.
So Pip, go for a deep cut of who would be number 1. What do you think? Who would be the strongest?
Let me give you a hint that there's 2 more Darths on here.
Well, is Revan on there? Or EVAN?
Number 7.
Okay.
Now, who is he, Pip? I know the name. Go ahead.
Revan's the main character from the Knights of the Old Republic game. He showed up in other stuff, but that's where most people know him from, or her, depending on your playthrough.
King, what about Star Killer?
Do they have another name?
What, Pip, do you know his name from the game, Star Killer? What's his name?
Is it either the Apprentice or the Acolyte, right?
I'm trying to remember his actual name. His name is Galen Marek?
No.
Because he was pretty fucking strong.
Yeah, he's kind of in a weird spot with canon, though.
Right,
so,
right.
Yeah.
No, that's fair. I just figured I'd throw it out there. I'm just trying to think of who else I might know. Who would be number one, though, Pip?
Do they have the Mortis gods on there? Like, how particular is this going?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know Star Wars enough to know who or what. Not now, because these ones I don't know. I'm gonna look them up.
Yeah, just see if they have other names too, just in case.
Mace Windu.
I was gonna say him at some point. I bet he's not on there.
No.
God.
One more Darth.
What's Saruman? What's his character? Dooku. Count Dooku.
Oh yeah, there you go. Bet he's not on there either.
No.
Darth Bane.
Oh, that's a good one.
Nope.
Jeez. If it's not Luke and Vader's number one, Pip, I can't even think of who would be number one then. No? Like, I thought the Emperor would be number one kind of thing. Somewhere in there. Right?
I mean, you've got Dave Filoni on record saying that Luke is the peak, and then you've got God, who's the dude who works with him? Mandalorian. Directed Man.
Favreau.
Yeah, Favreau. They'll argue between Anakin before Vader versus Luke. So Prime versus Prime, who wins.
But there's also Luke. There's also the Luke going to the dark side version, right? Isn't he? Didn't he become supremely powerful?
It depends on your point of view in terms of canon.
Right.
So there was Dark Empire 1 and 2, where Luke falls to the dark side, and he was badass in it.
Right, right. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Okay. Jeez, man.
Hold on one second. I'm gonna actually look up the top 10 again just to see who they are again, because I do have them written down, but I just want to make sure I have them all right.
Okay. Sounds good. I'm trying to think who else would be on there. I mean, Pip would know before I do. I'm just trying to think of who else I can actually think of that would be worth. Ahsoka's not going to be on there. Right?
She shouldn't be.
She shouldn't be on there.
No.
No. Right.
I mean, just Ezra Bridger shouldn't be on there.
Right.
Ian and Jarrus shouldn't be on there. I mean, they're all awesome. I love the characters, but they're not up
not
there
a top 10, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not on par with Vader.
Correct. Right. Well, that's why I'm trying to think of who would be the top ones as well. Who would be number one, though? It would have to be a deep cut or something, right?
I'm trying to think of there was.
I'm sorry. The number one is actually a Darth as well.
So we said Darth Bane. We said Darth Sidious.
From the Knights of the Old Republic games. I'm trying to think of who the foil to Revan was. Give me a sec. And then there was the sequel that had a handful of Sith characters too. Shit.
One of them is an alien.
I mean, they're all fucking aliens.
Yeah, I was about to say, aren't they mostly aliens?
like almost not human?
Oh, like maybe not an android or something like that.
Like animal.
A Wookiee? No. Can't be. It couldn't be a Wookiee. Jeez, man, I don't know.
Who was the original Mandalorian Jedi?
Oh yeah, he had a strange name. Espen. What was his character?
Tara Vizsla. DNA. No.
Shall I spit them out? Just let me know.
Go for it.
Go ahead.
All right. Number 10. I might say these wrong. Just want to say that.
Yeah, that's fair.
AAU from Au's song in Star Wars Visions Volume 2. Au is a character that many fans might overlook in terms of most powerful Star Wars characters. She only features in Star Wars Visions Season 2, Episode 9, Au's song, and her strengths in Force are not connected to battle. However, her voice is one of the most powerful instruments in the galaxy. Using only the power of her song, she purifies an entire mine of kyber crystals infected by the Sith influence. At the end of the episode,
None of that shit's canon.
Leaves with Kratu, a Jedi Master, to begin her training as Jedi. Since she was able to accomplish so much even untrained, it is likely that she would eventually will become one of Star Wars' most powerful Jedis.
I call bullshit on this list. All right, keep going.
Number 9 you got was Rey Skywalker.
That's awful.
Number 8, the Bendu.
Okay.
From Steps in Shadow.
Who's that, Pit?
So he's this giant force creature.
That's the one I was trying to tell you.
That's the creature.
Human.
Okay.
Yeah, he was in Star Wars Rebels. He guides Kanan Jarrus to certain things and fights with the Empire's fleet at the end of that his little arc.
Personally, apparently he has like crazy force powers and he can just vanish.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's pretty sweet.
And he's giant. He towers over humans. So
how big are we talking, Pip?
Like a colossus. Like
15 feet tall? Yeah. 20 feet tall?
He's a colossus from Shadow of Colossus. He's huge.
So you're talking like 30, 40 feet tall?
You should just watch Star Wars Rebels.
I thought I did watch some of it. I don't remember who that is. I thought I saw some Rebels.
Here's a picture of him.
Hold on. Show me a picture. What season is that from, Pip?
Is that 3?
Okay.
It's after Ahsoka dips out. Yeah, I think that's 3.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay.
That's a big boy. Yeah, you weren't kidding about the Colossus size.
Yep. So number 7, Darth Revan. Number 6. You did not get this one. Maybe he has a different name. Nope. But Darth Nihilus.
Okay, he's one of the bad guys from KOTOR 2, Knights of the Old Republic 2.
Which you were saying would probably be in one of the in a top spot for most powerful. That's cool.
He looks pretty badass.
Yeah, he is.
Can you show me him, King?
Yeah.
I want to see a badass Sith.
I really hope they do. Like they're
That
supposed to
guy.
be remaking Knights of the Old Republic, but it's kind of in development hell. If they do, like, definitely play the shit out of that game. Like that story is awesome. But yeah, I mean, if they do the one, I'd hope they do the second, because I enjoyed Knights of the Old Republic 2 as well.
I'm just going to leave this list up because you got most of the other ones.
Go ahead.
Okay. So, number 5, Yoda.
Yeah. Yoda.
Excuse me. Number 4, Darth Sidious, Emperor Palpatine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, I forgot he was Darth Sidious.
I said Darth Sidious, yeah.
No. I didn't link them together when you guys.
That's okay.
So.
No worries.
Number 3, the boy, Darth Vader. Then we got number 2, Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, so who's this number 1 now?
Number 1.
Pip, what you got?
Is that from like the MMO?
It says Knights of the Old Republic 2003.
Viditate. Tenebrae, Darth Viditate. He is ruled the galaxy as the autocratic Sith Emperor for over a millennium. His powers manifested at a rather young age, but instinctively knew how to mold the Force. There was some crazy shit about him controlling all the Sith at once or something.
Yeah, I never played the Star Wars MMO.
Yeah, so
I tried. I couldn't get into it.
there we go.
WoW was better.
Yeah,
of course.
WoW
of course.
was better. Yeah. But
awesome. Very good.
Yep.
That was cool. That was fun. I enjoyed that.
Well, the one thing I did want to bring up, and this is not related to anything, but it should only take like 10 minutes or 15 minutes. There is a new object out, Pip, and I don't know if it's actually able to be bought yet, or it might. I think it is, or it was something that was on maybe Kickstarter and finally came out or something. But it's a coin that you flip that is, I think a D12.
Yeah.
And how that works is inside of each side of the coin, there are grooves, and there's this little red ball. And as you're flipping,
it falls into one of the grooves.
It falls into one of the grooves.
That's neat.
And on the outside of the coin, there are little holes representing each number.
That's neat.
It'll actually, let me see.
But it's just two sides, right?
Yes, it's like a normal coin.
And it has. That's neat. That's a cool. That'll sell well. That kind of stuff is neat.
Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, here it is. Here it is. I'm gonna show it. Hold on.
I'm holding.
Hold.
What you see before you is actually a D12. One of 7 in the new Pieces of Fate series. A brand new immersive take on a polyhedral dice like you have never seen before.
Immersive.
Slopes and slanted angles internally guide a ball bearing to a number randomly generated each time. With everything from a D4 to a D20, you have exactly what you need for any game. Collect all of the Pieces of Fate.
Do they happen to show any in action? Like not just like a visual representation?
This is the most unique dice you have ever seen.
Yeah, I want to see it.
What you see before you is actually a D.
This is the most.
Funky as all hell.
That's kind of neat. I think that's cool.
I just thought it was something cool that I wanted to show somebody who actually also likes D&D.
I see.
I think that's pretty neat.
I mean, I wouldn't kick out the dude who brought them to the game. You know what I mean? Like, I'd be like, oh, that's pretty cool. It's not something that like I would probably want. You know what I mean, per se. But
I'd be curious if they've done like the testing on it to see if it is genuinely as random as using a dice. You know, like a standard, like, you know,
right.
They're 6-sided versus a standard 6-sided die.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know
you
if
spin that, you flick that.
I don't think they could do that because it doesn't have the same amount of sides. It doesn't have the same amount of points. It doesn't, all that math would have to go into it, and they don't have that.
Mm-hmm.
So they're basically saying, which is true, is that the ball goes to a random spot. It's just, if you flip it a certain way, does it always go to that spot? That's my question.
Yeah, like, so like, say you manage to get your little red dot on your 20, and you like flick the shit out of that to try and keep the centrifugal force going for that 20 to stick and to stay right there the entire time. Like, is it a higher chance of you hitting that 20 compared to, just rolling a d20?
I think it would be more of an issue if it was like a gambling game, but I don't think like during D&D somebody's going to be like, "Hey, I don't trust your coin." You know what I mean? Like, I don't.
He's got a loaded D20.
But anyway, yep, that's all I had.
Awesome. Well, what do we think, boys?
I think that was good.
I think that was a solid episode.
Yeah. Where's your fucking sign, man?
Oh no, I wanted to chat for a few minutes and then we could call it, and then I'll sign it up. Okay.
Excuse me.
All right. You know what? I'm going to show all of our future watchers the genius that I have, okay? So that I can edit this bull crap so you can watch it at home on your YouTube. So there you go. I've given up the secret. Great. Now that everybody knows. Everybody knows our editing secrets now. Great. I think that was a great episode. We got in we got in The Boys Season 4 trailer. We got in the 10 questions from video games. We got in the top 10 most powerful Sith, which absolutely stumped the hell out of me, which Pip got most of. And we also got to check out The Legend of Zelda first person, which honestly, I actually need to check that out. And did I miss anything?
No. Just us reminiscing about being old.
Yeah, about being young. I hope you mean. I don't want to reminisce about being old. Not yet.
But yeah, we're gonna have to bring up some more trivia in the future.
I love. You guys should do a top 10 so I can jump in. But I had such a good time asking you guys those questions. I'll be serious.
Yeah.
That was great.
I'm down to find some trivia for you guys.
Yeah, let's do it.
And we could do.
Well, you know what, King? You know what? I think it's time we give Pipitone some homework. Since you and me have brought all this up at Pipitone, I think next episode you need to come up with a top 10 or something for me and King.
All right.
There you go. You've been given your homework, so hopefully next episode he can start asking us some stuff that we can get wrong. Awesome.
Yep,
well,
sounds good to me.
Boys and girls, that was Talk Nerdy to Me. I believe we're going to consider this episode 3, depending how we upload and whatever and all that stuff after we edit and get it out. And hopefully we can get this out to y'all. But this is DeMarco, King, and Pip. I think we're signing off. Guys, say goodbye.
Later.
Peace out, y'all. Later.
Nerdy to Me Podcast.